Hi guys, welcome back to Mental Health Monday. My name is Mishama Queen Bradley with Counselor 96 and so glad to be with each of you all today. Today the Lord put in my heart to talk about the difference between shame and guilt. You know, a lot of times shame and guilt keeps people stuck in many ways. But let's talk about the difference. You know, let's say you had to complete a test and you actually failed the test and you felt guilty about failing that test. But after that feeling of guilt, you're like, you know what, I'm going to study for this test harder and I'm going to try harder and we're going to pass it. And you do, you try the test again, you try the test again, and you pass it. But let's say you had the same test, failed it, and you started to feel actually, you know what? I feel like a failure. I am a failure. When you start feeling like a failure and saying to yourself that you are a failure, that's where the shame comes in. Guilt will come in and you'll be like, you know what, let me just try harder next time. And you give it to the Lord. But shame is when now you're starting to actually make it your identity and say, it's because of this that I am this. And you start to identify yourself with what you do and your functions. But you are beyond your functions. In fact, you are a child of God. You are a son of God. You are a daughter of God. God does not judge us by what we do and our functions. He looks at us by who He has created us. He created us to be His people. He created us to be His children. And I want to read Isaiah chapter 50, verse 6 and 7. I actually have it here, where Jesus is saying, in fact, Isaiah is prophesying, I offered my back to those who beat me, and my cheeks to those who pulled out my beard. I did not hide my face from mockery and spitting. Because the sovereign Lord helps me, I will not be disgraced. Therefore, I have set my face like a stone, or like a flint, it says in the King James, determined to do His will. And I know that I will not be put to shame. God wants us to know who we are in Him and give us that and have that strength within us to say, we'll do it for you, Lord, and in you we can do this. He does not want us to be put in a place of what other people say or what we think we can and cannot do, because a lot of people struggle with shame due to comparison, comparing to what other people wants them to do and what they think society have them to do. So I want you to have a free week knowing that in Him, just the fact that you're His son or you're His daughter, He loves you just the way He created you to be. Enjoy it, fly, flourish in who He has created you to be, and you'd be surprised how freeing that is. Have a great week and God bless you. Bye-bye.